The textile and fashion industry is worth $1.5 trillion worldwide, with the majority of the profit reaching only the company's shareholders and brands. There are around 14 million people working in this industry, and those at the start of the supply chain are unfairly paid, with consumers unaware of the consequences. Working long hours in dismal conditions, their pay averages at about $1.83 per day, while the companies that they provide these beautiful textiles for earn millions.
Take an example of Venkat, a handloom textile weaver from the southern part of India. With his skills in artistry, he weaves exquisite textiles meeting both local and international market demand. He works for a sauka, master weaver, or a cooperative. Inadequate shelter, housing, and electricity, his productivity is impacted. Poorer working and living conditions lead to health problems, and his whole family is affected as a result. Due to his unstable and fragile financial situation, he is unable to take days off work. Worst of all, his children no longer attend school in order to help their parents in doing small tasks associated with weaving. There are many like him who suffer from the socio-economic disequilibrium due to the fast fashion culture. This highly competitive market pushes the handloom communities to the bottom of the pyramid, exploited by stakeholders in the value chain to increase profit margins.
India is the second largest producer of fiber in the world, and the availability of raw materials such as cotton, wool, silk makes India a sourcing hub, but people have been taken advantage of. We want to change this. The Indian textile industry currently generates employment for more than 35 million people. India has a diverse heritage in handloom textile productions which are sought after worldwide. The art and the skills of handloom weavers remain untaped. Tales of Yarn is an eco-sustainable fashion brand that delivers fashion clothing to the emotional desirability of customers across the globe, offering fair value and support to communities working at the base of pyramid in textile and fashion industry.
Tales of Yarn improve the living condition of handloom weavers like Venkat, who can enjoy the benefits of a fairer wage and a raft of socioeconomic incentives, including access to microcredit, expert advice and training, educational support for children of these communities, access to health insurance scheme, and enough time off work to be with family.
At Tales of Yarn, we genuinely believe in dispelling socio-economic disequilibrium by unifying righteous actions with complementary resources and assets. Our model is simple and is inspired by slow fashion and slow design principles. The richest and the finest textiles are sourced from India by partnering with weavers communities, and these are translated into emotionally desirable fashion wares for our global customers. We desire to continue the age-old handloom heritage and bring it into the modern world. The profits that we make shall be fairly distributed to create welfare at all levels and to scale the social business for wider impact. Our initial offering includes fashion wear for women. We'll have products for both mass market and niche market. Each product design shall have a unique story attached to it that promises a unique experience for all. Our social business is founded by 5 core values, such as empathetic engagements with our textile workers, fair wages, lean in our supply chain activities, socially conscientious partnerships, and to create a sustainable business by reinvesting the profits that we make.
Tales of Yarn, a community interest company based in the UK, desires to be a sustainable social business, a socially conscientious partner with a lean supply chain. The social business aims to provide communities with fairer wages by empathetically engaging with them under ethical business practices. We also envision to be driven by quality and heritage. Our cooperative in India will work with and for the handloom weaver communities. Both organizations will have an asset lock which would be reinvested for business growth and increasing welfare of the community.
In order to start up our social enterprise An initial financing of $80,000 is required. The money will be used to cover the necessary startup expenses and to acquire startup assets. The expenses part includes company registration, marketing, establishment of corporations, and garment design. The assets required are cash deposit, initial inventory of garments to be sold. We will need further $35,000 in order to reach the break-even point after operating company in 5 months. After that, we operate as a self-sustaining social enterprise. We're looking for investors who share our passion for the ethical fashion, and we expect the initial funding to come from grants, impact and angel investors, and venture philanthropists.
As we are a social business, we will also measure our impact in terms of social return of investment. In this sense, our core metrics are related to: first, the positive changes in handloom weavers' lifestyle, measured by ratio of work hours among leisure hours, rate of productivity, numbers of improvement done in weavers' household, number of children continuing education beyond year 10. Second, the positive changes in the community development, measured by number of new handloom weavers benefited in a year, number of families benefited in a year, and total increase of local production per year. And third, the positive changes in the planet, measured by savings in carbon footprints per garment and relative effectiveness of dollars spent.
Thank you for listening. We are Tales of Yarn.